See, this is why I don't like getting hooked on shows. This is why I don't like to start investing in something that I know is going to make me mad later. What the fuck kind of finale was that? So y'all, I had the daunting task of watching Snowfall Season 3, Episode 10, the finale, the so-called grand finale. I was hyped for this all week. Since last week's episodes, by the way, spoilers, I'm going to get into heavy spoilers here. Probably from last week and this week. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm going off the top of the dome right now. I just got done watching this episode this morning. Woke up first thing this morning. I'm like, all right, Snowfall, let's do this shit. Did I just get Game of Thrones? Was I being trolled? At first, I'm like, am I watching the right episode? I'm like, okay, I had to look back and say, okay, is this the correct episode? Like, maybe this is a filler episode from season 1 or 2. No, this was the finale. Half of the episode is backstory. And don't get me wrong, I love backstory. I love to learn about the characters that I'm watching. So, backstory I have no problem with. Even the way this was done, I was cool with it. But this was not the episode to do it. This was filler episode type shit. They spent about 30 minutes of this episode, more than half, on Franklin Saint's backstory. After that, we go right to him getting out of the ice bath, his daddy covering him, he's walking with the cane. So, from last week's episode, Melody shoots Franklin, he's on the ground taking some shallow breaths, fades to black. Cut to this episode, 30 minutes of backstory. Then we save the last act of the episode to show the aftermath of what happened to Franklin. And it doesn't even really show the aftermath. It's a time jump. So the wound's already pretty much healed. He's walking with the cane. So we know nothing about the exact, like, what happened afterwards. And you could probably say, well, Rashad, what does it matter what happened? I care what happens. Last week, I was like, if anybody else watched Snowfall and you're like me, when you watch that episode, you're like this, oh shit. And you're getting mad because it's like, I wish I could binge this and see what happens now. So for a whole week, I'm in suspense. We're all in suspense. There's so many theories and what's up and like what's going on with Franklin. And then we come to the episode finally, like I'm giddy and shit. I'm all happy. And then about a few minutes in, I'm like, wow, what the fuck is this? So the only scene in this show that worked for me was at the very end. Go figure, the very end where Franklin meets with Teddy and Franklin's pretty much like, look, man, I know this shit is because of me. It's spiraled out of control now. Best thing I can do is control this shit the best that I can. It's out of my hands, all right? I put crack on the street. It's an epidemic now. It is what it is. My fault. Okay, cool. But now he's thinking of the much bigger picture now. He's like, okay, I'm gonna build an empire now. I know what I did was fucked up, but hey, it is what it is. I can't do nothing about that now. But now I'm ready to take this shit into the fucking stratosphere. Teddy, are you down with it? I'm gonna make you so much money, you can fund your whole shit by yourself. So he's really full Nino Brown, Scarface now, you know, whoever I can't even think right now because I'm so pissed off at this episode. But I did like how the scene between him and Teddy, because even Teddy looked at him like, okay, this dude, he's grown up. He's coming to his own, because if you remember early on, Teddy was kind of punking Franklin like, dude, like, I can take you down and fuck your life up. And now Franklin's like, look, you do whatever you got to do, man. I ain't afraid of death. I'm not afraid of prison. So it is what it is. And Teddy had to look like, impressive. Most impressive. That was my Darth Vader voice. Bottom line, this shit was fucking whack. It was whack. It was weak. It was trash. I don't know what the fuck they were going for. Look, if you want to go the backstory route, make the finale like an hour and a half or some shit like that. Maybe like a 2-hour full-length episode. I don't know. The backstory part was cool, but it did not belong in this episode. Okay, so for those that's going to be like, well, here's Rashad bitching again about something. Look, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That backstory episode deserved its own episode. That needed to be like a filler. This finale was filler. We're not going to see Snowfall again for a year. So to keep us full, to fill our bellies up, what you do is you decide to give us 30 minutes of backstory and then give us like about 15 minutes of what's going on now. And now we have to wait a whole fucking year. So no Melody, no Wanda, no Man Boy, none of the shit that, you know, even, okay, it was teased that something was going to happen to Uncle Jerome in the preview where you saw his hands extended and you see some people coming at him. You're like, holy shit, is this going to be his demise? Nah, he was just getting out the way for the gang, the gang wars that was going on. This episode was so trash. By the way, big ups to the nod to John Singleton. I saw that, you know, the kid with the camera, that was supposed to be John Singleton. I thought that was a good touch. But still, this episode still doesn't get a pass. Fuck him. It's funny how the tables turn because just last week I was praising this show saying it's better than Power, and I still think it's better than Power. Just this episode was weak. You know, I'm not going to let one episode dictate the whole show being whack. This is just a whack episode, but it just pisses me off more because it's the finale. But last week I was kind of shitting on that Wu-Tang Saga and praising Snowfall, but now this week the tables done turned. I'm going to do a review for that also for the newest Wu-Tang Saga episode. That shit was on point, okay? Definitely eclipsed this shit. This is no way to end the season, y'all. I don't know what the showrunners were thinking. You don't end a season like that. You don't do that. That's why to this day, and I don't even think this is debatable, to this day, that's why no show since Breaking Bad aired, since 2013, the last episode of Breaking Bad aired, no show has ever topped Breaking Bad after it aired off. Now, I'm not going to say, you know, because personally, my favorite show is The Sopranos. You can say Sopranos has some weak endings too, especially the season finale, but I just love the fuck out of The Sopranos, so I'm just being biased on that. But if you're talking about how to end a series, how to end a season, Breaking Bad is the best ever did it, hands down. They end a season where you're like, holy shit, and they ended the series with like, holy shit, that was amazing. Take notes, Snowfall, because y'all fucked up on this one. Anyways, y'all, that's all I got for this shit, man. Weak-ass episode, weak-ass finale. I'm mad right now. But I get to talk about Wu-Tang in a minute, so I guess I'll feel better after that. So, y'all, what did y'all think about the finale? Was you feeling that shit, man? Was it whack? Comment freely below. Thank you for watching. As always, this is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.